Hello everyone, so today we're going to work on Rheem. I think it's a Criterion or Criterion, I don't know. +2, okay, gas furnace. This is 80% two-stage, okay? For those who don't know what's 80%, 90%, 80% is basically 80% of your bill is going into your home and 20% going into a chimney, okay? Now this is two-stage, so it's more quiet. I want to show you this situation, if you have it, where the burners come on and when the time comes for the blower to kick in, it's just shutting off the gas. And so if you have that situation, I want to show you what is the solution. So anyway, while we're doing this, I wanted to see how the inducer motor has 2 speeds, and when it kicks in, usually it goes high speed and then go lower. I wanted to feel that, so I'm gonna shut it off one more time. Okay, so watch. So high speed goes to low speed. Okay, just keep in mind, I just want you to know that because this inducer motor is 2 speed. Basically, two-stage furnace is mostly important for quietness. You want it to be quiet, you know. So I don't think there's a lot to it. I don't think it's about saving gas or not. All that I care about, and the only time I recommend two-stage, is when the furnace is in your bedroom or next to your TV. So when you're watching TV, I have replaced so many furnaces. Watch now, when the burners are coming, when the time comes for the blower to come on, if you have that situation, we will solve it together. So when the blower kicks in, the ignition will be gone. So, and then it's gonna attempt many times. See, the blower came on, the gas valve is shut. Now I will show you why it's doing that in case you have this problem in a minute. But I want you to understand two-stage. Usually I replace it for customers who are annoyed from the noise. I replace so many furnaces. Some people cannot sleep, it's so noisy. Some people have a big house and the furnace in the living room and the basement. And you know, they put a couch, you put a TV, and then every time the furnace come on, they have to raise the volume, right? Because so I changed it because of the quietness. As far as efficiency saving gas, I don't think so, but if you have any comment, let me know. So watch now. So it's gonna try to ignite many times. I think maybe 6 times. And then it will give you a flash number 1. Okay, so if you have this furnace, be careful. Look at this situation here. See here, it tells you these flashes, which is very important. So after it tries to ignite many times, it will give up. It will say soft blackout, 1 hour blackout. So what happened is it will turn off the system for an hour. I think it's gonna try again. The only time you can break that blackout is by removing that jumper from WR and put it back. But again, this is not telling you what the problem is. So if you have the situation, I'm gonna show you at the end. After it gives up, you're gonna see the flash number 1. I will pause it and I'll get back to you, okay? You see one more time. This is, I think, the 3rd time. I just want to show you. It will keep trying, and I will tell you what the solution is. See, one more time. It's gonna keep doing it, and I will get back to you when it does it the last time, and it's gonna give up, and it will give you. I think that's not yet. So we're gonna watch the last time when it gives up. Okay. So one more time it's gonna try again. It's a 4th time or so. Again, it's gonna try. You're gonna see it's gonna ignite, and when the blower comes to kick in, it's gonna disconnect the gas valve. So as you see, it's gonna try one more time. Again, bear with me. I just want to show you, because if it's doing that, you have to give it the time to see what code's gonna give you. But at least you know that what's going through, okay? We're gonna wait for the last time. I think it's gonna be 6th time, and then it's gonna give us that one flashing, and then you will know, and we will know together what's going on. See, same thing. Now keep in mind, I'm working on a Rheem model number RGPK-10EAMER. So I think now it's gonna do one more time. So I'm gonna get back to you. Bear with me. Again, one more time. It's gonna try this. Again, I didn't count them, but we're getting to the last attempt where the furnace is gonna give up. And then I want to see at that point, we're gonna see the flash, which is blackout. Usually, if something is going wrong with the furnace, and the furnace is trying to ignite multiple times, either the flame sensor if it's bad, or the ignition, it will try several times. The control board will try several times, and then at some point, it's gonna just give up. It's gonna do lockout, which is one flash. Okay, so I will get back to you later to see the last moment when the one flash will come in. Now keep in mind, if you see that orange one is blinking, basically the flame sensor is telling the control board, I'm sensing the fire. Okay, and then again, remember this is I think it gave up. It's gonna give up so soon. Remember, this is 80%, so 80% of your bill is going into your house, and 20% is going into your chimney. I have talked to in other videos, if the gas valve is not adjusted, you might be burning extra gas, and your furnace is not 80% anymore. It's maybe 70%, 30% is just shoving into the chimney. I have a hanging furnace here. When I moved to this warehouse, same thing. The gas valve was open wide, and I put my hand on the chimney pipe. It was extremely hot. I know from my experience, by touching stuff, I know right away what temperature this should be. It should be hot, but not in a way like you can feel like burn, like in fraction of the second. That's why I adjusted that hanging furnace, and it's still heating the place. But again, the temperature was shooting out of the furnace, supply the place, was like 150 something. I adjusted to 115. In this case, it was burning enough gas to heat without shooting extra gas. And then, now at least I make sure it's 80%, it's not like 70% heating the house and 30% the chimney. So I think that's going to be the last stage. Excuse me. Where it's going to give us the code, flash number 1, which is going to be lockout. And again, I will tell you in a minute how to fix this situation. Actually, there's going to be another attempt. I'll get back to you, sorry. So now, as you see, it already given up. It has given up already. And let me see if you can see that flashing, the LED. I'm going to bring it closer to you so you can see it. So as you see, remember this here is a flame sensor. That means when the fire is coming on, you should see this blinking. If it's not blinking, it's a problem. Just make sure there's power to the control board. This is the status LED. You see the one flashing. That is telling you, I'll tell you in a minute, that basically it has given up because it's missing ground. Okay, so remember, I connected this furnace from the power. There is one ground here coming to the board, but again, imagine this was in the house. See, now it has given up already. It's done. It's gonna tell you, hey, I'm gonna lock out. I tried so many times, but there's no ignition. I'm missing ground. So in your house, you're gonna have a conduit here, like a box with electric conduit. That is basically earth ground. That will be satisfying the furnace. You're not going to have that problem. But if it's happening in your home, maybe your furnace connected with a whip, like a plastic conduit or so. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how to solve this situation. I already made a ground wire from the ground, right? And I will install it here, right? So in this case, we're going to stimulate that we have a ground from earth ground from the wall in your house, right? So now we have two ground. We're gonna start again, and we're gonna see it together. Now this thing this issue will go away. So So it's gonna start now. Now remember, when the blower comes on, it's not gonna turn off the gas valve. Why? Because we have a ground. So just keep in mind, if you have one flash, it's not always the ground. If you have one flash, it's telling you, hey, I tried many attempts to ignite, to complete the sequence of operation, but I couldn't. I tried usually 6 times, I believe, at least. So again, in this case, it was the ground. So at least, you know, we're gonna stimulate another issue for the next video. But in the meantime, I'm gonna show you how it's gonna work normal. I'm just afraid I hate this microphone. Sometimes I talk for like 20 minutes and I forget the microphone off. So I keep watching it. So watch now. See, the blower came on. There's no problems. Everything is good. Now that you got this video, so we're gonna stimulate another situation where you have 2 flashes or 3 flashes. Thanks for your time, okay?